Hold up. Let's cut the music there for a second, guys. What is up, YouTube? It is your boy, ChicoFilo here, man, back with another video. And I know I don't usually do this, but I thought since my nuts are on this guy's face, that this is a great opportunity for this. So, before we continue with this video, man, I would highly appreciate it, guys, if you could hit that like and subscribe button, man. And if you don't hit that like and subscribe button, you'll end up like this poor little guy here. Anyway, thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it once again. And let's continue the video. Oh my god! Oh my god, I just did it again. Oh my god! Aaron Gordon-Doug. What is up, yo? So what you guys are seeing on your screen right now is by far one of the greatest finishing builds in all of NBA 2K20. And before I get into detail about this build, which is going to be the main focus of this video, by the way, honestly guys, this build is so good that I just had to make a video for it. I would feel bad if I didn't, because I do not want to keep this build from you guys. Just to convince you guys a little bit, I actually went on a 89 win streak using this build in the park. And yes, this is by far my highest ever win streak on this game, and it still buzzes me out that I went on the streak with my finisher instead of my shooting center, which is my main build. In saying that, the main reason I was using this build in the first place was to maximize rep with spies, because obviously we were grinding ×3 rep and ×4 rep when Dime Time and Dunkfest was on. And as you guys already know, the best way to maximize rep in this game is to just throw as many lobs as you can, and that is the whole reason why I created this finisher. Like, in all honesty, I found that the 2s games that I was playing with this build were ending a lot faster compared to the games that we would play on my shooting center. Anyway, first things first, guys, so the build that I'm currently on is a 6'9" finisher. I don't want to spend too much time showing you guys how to make this build, so very quickly, this is how you make this build, okay? So obviously you're going to have a small forward, and then you're going to choose the 4th pie chart, which is the finishing and defensive rebounding, so the blue and red pie chart. And then you're going to choose the very last pie chart, which is the balanced pie chart, and these are the attributes that you want to have. Feel free to pause the video if you need to, but as you guys can see, you get 20 finishing, 1 shooting, 7 playmaking, and 22 defense and rebounding badges. And like I said earlier, the build is a 6'9" finisher. And of course, we're going to go with the max wingspan. Weight is going to be 239 pounds. And then by the end of your build, you will get to choose from 3 different takeovers. And obviously, we will go with the slashing takeover. And after that, that is the build completed. So now you have built a finisher, but not just any finisher, guys. This is the best finisher you can make in this game. If that was way too fast for you guys, don't panic, because I've actually made a previous video about this build already, and I'm gonna link it in the description. So if you guys need to take a look at it, then you can check it out. I made that video about 2 months ago, but at the time my badges weren't really maxed out, and the video was purely based on me making the build. And the whole reason why I'm remaking this video is because now I'm a 99 overall. And by the way, these are the attributes that you get a 93 close shot, 82 driving layup, 92 driving dunk, 93 standing dunk, and a 57 post hook. But at the same time, you guys also have insane defense, 79 steal, block is 91, 90 offensive rebound, and 91 defensive rebound. And to add on to that, you also have 79 interior defense, 79 perimeter defense, and 75 lateral quickness. So you are basically a slashing lockdown. And to make it better, you also get a 79 pass accuracy and a 66 ball handle. Like, whenever you can get takeover on this build, you can pretty much ISO every time for a guaranteed bucket. And yeah, I just felt like I had to dedicate another video just showing and talking to you guys about how great this build really is. And as the title suggests, I really don't ever have to shoot again if I go on this build. My win percentage on this build is literally much higher than my win percentage on my shooting center. But without further ado, let's talk about exactly why this 6'9" finishing build is so good. The first thing that I want to point out is this build is literally so hard to guard and so hard to stop. The whole entire event during Dime Time and Dunkfest, Splies and I were obviously throwing lobs to maximize rep, but whenever we didn't get a chance to get a lob, our strategy was for him to flashy pass me, and then I would just take it in, either hop, step, cheese, or just completely blow by and dunk over my opponent. This leads to our next point, that by the way, guys, if you want to maximize rep and if you want to get takeover quickly from this build, have your point guard equip Hall of Fame flashy passer. It is the most, well, there are a lot of broken badges in this game, one of the most broken badges in this game. If you're at least an elite 1 and if you have takeover booster, you will literally get takeover after 2 dunks. 2 freaking dunks, man. Like, how insane and broken is that? And only one of those dunks have to be from a flashy pass. Like, take a look at my takeover meter here. Like I said, guys, this honestly is not even fair. And as soon as you have takeover on this build, nobody, I repeat, nobody is able to stop you. Oh my god! The whole point of being a 6'9 finisher, 239 pounds, balanced pie chart is that it is a lot quicker than your typical slashing and finishing builds. For example, a paint beast. Being a paint beast, you can obviously dominate the paint just as good, but however, the speed isn't there. You just can't even compare to the speed that you get as a 6'9 finisher. It is honestly so easy to just blow by your opponents, and it has honestly never ever felt so easy to be able to score consistently while only using 2 buttons. Legit, all I have to do is hold R2 and square and point my left stick towards the rim, and that is a easy bucket every single time. This also leads to my next point. Another important badge that you guys should definitely have is quick first step. Since you guys have 7 playmaking badges, you can use 3 of those for quick first steps. You guys can get gold quick first step on this build, and to be honest with you guys, that is the only playmaking badge that you actually need. I mean, obviously you get another 4 which you can put on unpluckable and something else, but honestly quick first step is the only thing you need. As soon as you get the catch off an inbound, all you have to do is hold R2, point your left stick towards the bucket, and I guarantee you that 95% of the time you will get an easy open lane and get a free bucket. I found this out by playing on this build non-stop throughout the whole rep events, and I honestly encourage you guys to try it out yourselves so you guys can see just how easy it is to score with this build, especially off the inbound if you have quick first step equipped. Moving on to my next point, I'm going to quickly show you guys the finishing badges that I have equipped. I'm going to try not to talk too much about all of them, and I'm just going to focus on the main and the more important ones. Okay, so we get a total of 20 potential upgrades for our finishing badges on this build, and these here are the badges that I've chosen to have. So we get 5 Hall of Fame badges, and the first and most important one that I want to talk about is Fancy Footwork. As you guys already know, hop steps are the most broken thing in this game. It is the easiest and cheesiest way to score in this game, and all you need to be able to do that consistently is this Hall of Fame Fancy Footwork badge. Like honestly, if this was my only finishing badge, I would still be able to abuse the hop step cheese effortlessly. If you guys still don't know how to hop step, all you have to do is hold R2, and then just before you approach the rim, you quickly tap square while pointing the left analog stick in the direction that you want to go, and then you just hold square once again to finish off with either a layup or a dunk, and that's pretty much it. It is literally the easiest way to score in this game, and it is so hard to defend. The other finishing badges that I have, such as Contact Finisher, Relentless Finisher, and Slithery Finisher, all assist this hop step cheese as well, and at the same time, it obviously just gives you a massive boost at finishing at the rim. I've got Lob City Finisher on Hall of Fame, only because we were obviously chucking as many lobs as we can, but this badge isn't actually that important, and you can probably put it on something else such as Consistent Finisher or Giant Slayer. But every other badge that I've got on is absolutely essential, and I believe that these are the best finishing badges that you can have on this build. Let me know in the comment section below though if you guys have any other suggestions. I'm totally open to what you guys have to say. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any other opinions and changes that you guys would make yourselves. Moving on, that is only one half of why this build is so good. The finishing ability of this build is one thing, but what makes this the greatest finishing build in the game is its defense and rebounding. So at the same time as having an insane ability of finishing at the rim, you also have the defensive capabilities of a lockdown. And on top of that, as I showed you guys earlier, you get a 90 defensive rebounding and a 91 offensive rebounding. So honestly, you guys cannot get bullied on this build. Like throughout the whole 89 win streak that I had, I was easily snagging over centers, and we even had post scorers that tried to baby me because I was 6'9", but every single one of them struggled, and this here is the reason why. So before I showed you guys that we get 20 finishing badges, but take a look at this, guys. We get 22 potential badge upgrades for our defensive and rebounding, and although I've only got 16 out of the 22, these are the current badges that I've got. For me, I prioritize Clamps and Rebound Chaser. As you guys can see, I've already got those on Hall of Fame. Clamps I think is important because as a 6'9 finisher, to prevent yourself from getting bullied by much bigger centers, you really want to force them to pick up the ball, and Hall of Fame Clamps gives you that almost every time. And obviously I've got Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser as well to make up of the lack of height that I have, so I can still effectively get rebounds on this build. Also, another important thing that I think a lot of you guys will be worried about, especially if you use this build on twos, is that you might not think that you'll be able to set good screens with this build, but honestly guys, you have nothing to worry about. So far I've only got Silver Brick Wall, but once I get my other badges, I'll definitely put this on Hall of Fame. But even with just on Silver, honestly my screens on this build have been really effective, which also helps the pick and roll that you tend to do a lot with this build. But anyway, I'm not really going to talk about the other defensive badges that I have, because I really just want to focus on telling you guys how versatile this build is on defense. Like I said earlier, guys, even if you're a 6'9", you really can't get bullied by any bigs because of the defensive attributes that you have. But then at the same time, you also act as a lockdown that can pretty much keep up with any guard. Typically, if I was on my center, if I had the switch on the guard, I would struggle to keep up with that guard because they can easily just dribble past me or break my ankles. But that just doesn't happen on this finisher build. And that is exactly what I mean when I'm saying how versatile this build is on defense. It can literally guard any build that you can name. Anyways, in saying that, guys, I really hope that you guys found this video helpful. I do encourage you guys to make this build because honestly, guys, I'm telling you now, it is not going to let you down. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video as well. If you guys did, don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.